A pleasant day to every one of you. I am Mark Daniel S. Ramos from Humanities and Social Science, and I will deliver my speech about divorce. Probably you are thinking that I will deliver a common speech, a speech that contains disapproval about divorce, or more correctly, a speech about defying divorce. Well, I would like to say sorry at first because it would not happen. Till death do us apart. They promised in front of God and to the people who witnessed their love. It was a happy marriage until it wasn't. They never thought love would run out. Not when they were busy slicing cakes, not when they were taking care of their firstborn. Nobody expected the vows they made to stop making sense until it did. The question is, can they officially end their marriage? If we look in amount that will cost, I think yes. But looking in a hard part, I think no. And to do so, one or both of them have to be declared psychologically incapacitated. They were both crazy in love in the beginning. They didn't know they also have to be in the end. Remember, it is a beginning. You will not know the true color of person until you both live in the same roof. In the Philippines, it takes a lot of money to get married, but more expensive to get out of it. Don't end it. Think about your children. Think about God. Filipinos' perspective, however, are actually thinking about their kids. And that's why they want an annulment. Or maybe a divorce. If only the Philippines can practice and had one. But why are people so adamant on getting a divorce law here in our country when we already have one, which is an annulment? There are plenty of reasons. According to the Dictionary of Cambridge, or Cambridge Dictionary, divorce, also known as dissolution of marriage, is a process of terminating a marriage or marital union, whereas annulment is usually retroactive, meaning that an annulled marriage is considered to be invalid from the beginning, almost as if it had never taken place. The Philippines is known for being a strong Christian nation with over 80% of its population as Roman Catholics. They are the group that is known to be against divorce issue. According to the article from Positively Filipino magazine entitled Why the Philippines Needs a Divorce Law, made by Evelyn Ursula, that tackled the Catholic Church will be the greatest opponent of the divorce bill. It is once argued against the bill on moral grounds, but the Catholic Church does not need to worry. The institution of marriage and the family have survived to this day, as they will survive a Philippine divorce law. We are a secular state, where no religious group has the right to define law or policy from entire population. The law should only give people a choice to be exercised according to their own personal beliefs. Marriage, marriage, marriage. Marriage is never as happy and satisfying as people expect. Divorce is never as evil as people imagine. Divorce gives people a fresh start to lead better lives with people that they absolutely love. Living in a marriage where love, respect, friendship, humility, and loyalty are gone is a life without hope. Let us think about other people suffering due to sadness brought by their marriage. What is the sense of being binded by a piece of paper when it is actually ruining your whole life? Divorce is an absence of or opposite of marriage, then giving couples the freedom to remarry and to escape from an unhappy relationship. Can you imagine it? Living in a roof full of suffering, holding and believing in a word of change and hope. That every night you are crying silently due to the unreliable conscience of your drunk husband, and can remember what he have done in the next morning. Or maybe a partner that every time he was stressed or not in his mood, he will blame everything to his innocent child that are commonly happened in the Philippines. As we all know, falling into wrong decision actually happen, or a decision that seems like right at the beginning, but would eventually be in a decision that you will regret in the future. If we allow divorce in the Philippines to be legal, people with a failed marriage will be given a chance and freedom to choose the right one for them, so they will not have to suffer from marriage that's simply not working anymore. A marriage that only one person is working on, while the other one uphold on the rope of love already, and prepare to cheat on their partner. Look for another. Moreover, there is no assurance that people who get divorced wants to get or to find a new partner. Every day there are Filipinos who get married, bear children, separate and get into other relationship, regardless of what law says. The lack of divorce law or the Filipinos are complicated furtherly the marital and family problems of many Filipino citizens. Our government has clearly failed to respond to their needs. If the country wants to move forward, it has to confront the loyalties of marital and family life of Filipinos in the Philippines. In add up, if our government will help the citizens to alleviate the struggles that our co-Filipinos experience, I am pretty sure that people will have another chance to live life with their desired happiness. Aside from the fact that Philippines along with Vatican remain to be the last two nations to not have a divorce law, I think that we should pass the law to give woman or every abused partner for the matter of salvation, protection, and of freedom. Did you know that most common violence against women in the Philippines is the intimate partner violence? But the married women in the Philippines have no way out of it. The abuse can be verbal, physical, or psychological. And according to annual comparative statistic on violence against women, wife battery rank highest at 49% among all forms of violence and abuse against women. This is one of the reasons why divorce should be legalized in the Philippines. Women nowadays are lack of confidence because they don't know that there are no laws that will support them all throughout. Couples remain living together due to the lack of law that would allow them to legally and properly part ways and seek the peace and happiness that they couldn't find in their present partner. It would be best for a couple to part ways rather than to live together under one roof and sin through their violence that will affect and traumatize the innocent children and their partner as well. If I will be asking, I think divorce might be the solution to these problems. It could be provide protection to the battered woman and their children. It could save a wife from being beaten daily by a drunken husband. Divorce wouldn't necessarily destroy the foundation of the family. It gives hope to the couples to rebuild their lives and have a normal relationship. Wake up, wake up. Wake up from the fairy tale dream and face the reality of life. There is no happily ever after in the end, but there is a sad marriage at the beginning, like fixed marriage that happened for the sake of power and popularity and not for the sake of love. Can you realize it? A lot of people were trapped in a marriage where they are not literally happy with their life, and the only proof of love is written in a piece of paper, a document made by people. It may sound bitter, but that's a reality of life. Now tell me if all of those will result to happy life. Before we start quoting the Bible or stating poorly written statement about how there is annulment, let us consider first that no one enters marriage with divorce as the end goal. No one agrees to get married with the belief that someday they will separate. If you don't believe in it and don't want to get divorced, then don't get one. But don't deprive others of the chance to start over and turn a new leaf after enduring years trapped in a bad marriage. To end this speech, I want you all to know that I say no to people being trapped inside a failed or abusive marriage. Instead, I say yes to giving couples the freedom from unhappy relationship. I say yes to giving people another chance to find the right love. I say yes to allow divorce law in our country. I say yes to divorce. Free for everyone.